Sorry guys, 1 second, pressing all the wrong buttons, trying to get this set up. There we go. It is a best of 5, and there we go. Finally touched it up. Spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map for the semifinals in the OlimoLeague. It's going to be the red Terran player, Salvation. Just took a game back and is still on his last life.
In the middle left, as the teal Terran, it's MarineKing.
It's like the Midwest. Sounds like a lame sort of place for moms to be. Whatever. Salvation. I don't know what. I really wish we had a better idea of what happened in Game 1 and Game 2. Because to me, that game looks so easy for Salvation. I mean, the openings really didn't come into play for either player, I feel. But tactics on where to take fights on Expedition Lost, the actual choice to engage versus drop versus not engage. I mean, there's some mistakes out of MarineKing too. Again, kind of go back to the medevacs for a moment, made those hellbats a little bit useless, or the lack of medevacs. But Salvation made a lot of really good moves that toppled any amount of good versus bad moves MarineKing made. So it boggles my mind that he was down 2 going into that game.
Yeah. My guess is either MarineKing did not go for mech in the last 2 games and decided to change things up, and that's why he lost, or he has gone mech every game, and that's fine, but the map screwed him up. Again, not necessarily that it's a bad map, like terrible, please don't put it in anymore, but that you don't know exactly how the game will play out. Like, did he know tanks could abuse that position for the 3rd? I know the maps have been out for a while, but even if you play like 100 ladder games or hundreds, as these guys do, sometimes it just won't happen until that one time.
It's like it was like the first month we saw Deadwing come out.
Yeah.
So many Zerg players weren't prepared for that tank drop, and even more Protoss players were unprepared for that tank drop. So you're right, this may be a situation where it's actually just never been revealed that that was a position abusable by tanks to MarineKing until that game.
I mean, you know, Yansu was in the map pool for quite a while in Pro League before someone found out that you could abuse the... It wasn't an island base, but it was blocked by rocks, remember?
Right.
You could actually target on the
top
3rd,
left, bottom right,
or something. Yeah, like that. And no one, you know, actually did that until someone designed a build for it that abused it. So, yeah, stuff like that happens.
Well, what I think is kind of cool though is like Salvation. It makes a lot more sense why he took his 3rd where he did on Expedition Lost as well. Again, this forward thinking where he knew like, okay, MarineKing might also be able to do this to me, so I'll take my base in a safer location. We're talking a lot about last game, guys. We do have the openings finally shaping up. Catalina's a map too that's a little bit more standard, I think, for all players involved. So we don't see anything too crazy as far as like 14 CCs, but instead, Salvation working towards what is possibly a 1-1-1, likely a 1-1-1. Without that second gas, I mean, it's way too late at this point for anyone to go Banshees. There we go. There's the MarineKing move. Play greedy.
This is a fairly safe opener. I like that CC first we saw last game. That was pretty insane. But of course, again, if MarineKing had been going, or Salvation, oh, I'm getting these photos mixed up. If Salvation had been going for Banshees, MarineKing, you know, he'd have
this
maybe
is so
a
dirty.
Is it really?
I like it. I like it. He just gets in there, gets out. 1 free kill. Dirty little move.
The fact that he got out was dirty.
The fact that he lucked out as well, to be honest, scouting his opponent the first spot.
Yeah. Now, against Banshees, this would be really easy for MarineKing to defend. You get a Widow Mine, you get some turrets, I mean, you know, whatever. But against the drop, it might be a little more difficult. The Widow Mine can help out, but can also be, like, journey and kill all your Marines for you, so...
Well, I mentioned for Salvation that the Widow Mine goes near the mineralized, so it either hits the Marines or hits the SCVs. Like, it's guaranteed to do some pretty good damage either way. It's these 2 extra Hellions that do throw me off a little bit. That I can't wait to see them come into effect as they do run up here towards the ramp. Widow Mine is going to go off on focus fired on the Marines. Not a bad move at all, actually. Hellions coming from the north side. Salvation, gotta be a little bit careful, but he's killing a lot of SCVs for this. This isn't like 1 or 2 SCVs going down.
This is
the
serious.
Marine's still standing, yeah.
Look at the SCV count right now. Now, Salvation does have a much slower command center, but it's on location, and that is a very good SCV lead.
That one of mine did not get fully cleaned up yet either, too, so it's going to get another shot. It's not going to kill too much. It might be better off just going on the Marine.
Does it kill a mule in one shot?
How much health do the mules have?
If that's what it targeted.
60? Yeah. I'll definitely one shot.
Okay. So I kind of wish he had done that. Oh well.
Anything that can one shot a Mutalisk and shoot a mule, that's for sure.
It's true.
Alright, so like this was why it was really important for MarineKing to retain that initial attack damage to make sure that he was going to be able to fend this off. I don't feel that SCV sacrifice was necessary, but either way, he still has a bit of an SCV lead. Again, up by 10. This is not something easily remedied by slightly faster. He doesn't know that the Widowmine is. He's attacking his refinery. I think he'll hoping to get the splash damage on the Widowmine, but
where is that done yet?
Yeah, he's
not there, MarineKing. Stop
might
it.
actually put his own refinery on fire by doing this.
Stop it.
Stab.
Stop it.
I was gonna lose the Hellion. Nope, goes off in the
Oh,
SCVs.
now he knows.
Okay,
He's
so
like, oh, revealed.
the reason I find this so weird that he didn't know is if you guys don't know, let me show you MarineKing's vision for a sec. You can see Widowmines most of the time. The ground gets a little bit darker. There's a funny patch.
That is perfectly placed, though, that it's on the darker patch of Catalina's palette.
It is a little bit harder to see, I'll give it that much.
Good, there's some luck for salvation there. Now, the Banshee flew into Marines and Vikings, and... Oh!
I just realized this whole time he wasn't splashing it. I didn't even realize he wasn't even splashing it.
I don't even know. There was a drop from MarineKing that I, didn't even do that much damage, so never mind. No big deal.
Yeah, it cleans out the Widowmine. 2 SCVs died.
Did you know you could scan a Widowmine? Oh, he finally scans the Banshee and kills the Widowmine.
It was like it was a really happy coincidence. It wasn't even intended.
Oh my god, that was the scan though. That was like the only scan that he had.
Yeah, this is starting to fall apart for MarineKing. Here comes the Raven, though, so he's not too worried about this. But drop at the natural base. Oh, pardon me, not a drop. It's actually the second Banshee. Yeah, so it looks like Salvation's Banshee is cleaned up. It's still up by workers by 10. Let's give him a lot of money to play with. He's also got a bigger army supply because of this. Now, normally in TVT, we talk about, like, okay, if you're down 10 to 20 supply, it's still an okay game because tanks make up that difference. But there's not that many tanks out just yet, so I don't know if he can make up that difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is, by the way, again, I watched the opening to this game and go, how is MarineKing up 2-0 when we join this series? Seriously.
Yeah. Yes. The agreement everywhere. This is a...
All of the agreements.
This is pretty funny. So I was wondering if he was going to do this with the medevac or if he's going to try and bust the front. Like, either option is probably okay. No cloak on this Banshee means that it will die.
Ooh. Yeah. Tanks, though, we'll see if they get enough damage done. The Marines are stranded on the ground, but as you can see, they can still reach up. That's all that matters. MarineKing is getting absolutely abused to death. Good game is called. And Salvation will tie up this series now 2-2. What the f...